Alright, Leo Bond here, and I'm back with the second half of my two-part review of the Lenovo Jedi Challenges Augmented Reality Bundle. And if you saw the first part of my review, then you should already be pretty familiar with the basic hardware of this set. So in this video, what we're going to do is focus on the gameplay aspects of Jedi Challenges, and there are basically three main areas of gameplay, and these include the Holochess, the large-scale ground wars, and the lightsaber battles. Now, each of these has a lot of different sub-levels or individual games or challenges within it. So, for example, when you're engaging in the lightsaber dueling, you can either go head-to-head with a specific opponent in a sort of a hand-to-hand combat type of a situation, or you can take on an entire army of different types of stormtroopers or droid troopers and all that sort of thing. They're all coming at you with their blasters firing, and you basically have to deflect their blaster fire away or try to send it back at them or whatever. So there's definitely a lot of variety in the different ways that you can play with this, and that's what we're going to get into right now, only in a lot more detail. So the first aspect of gameplay that I want to show and discuss is the Holochess, or Dejarik if you prefer. And this one is definitely the most sedate game of the bunch. It's not exactly high energy, but it's also not boring. In fact, I enjoyed it quite a bit. So in it, you have a variety of different creatures that you can use, so pretty much like real chess, and each of them has its own special abilities or powers, or can move a specific number of spaces each turn, or in very specific ways or patterns. So, for example, some creatures just possess brute strength, while others might shoot poison at their opponents from all the way across the board, or even have the power to heal your other pieces. And as you progress through the different levels of the game, you unlock more and more different creatures that you can then use in your subsequent games. And all you have to do to make that happen is to win the games that you play against the Archivist, who is your instructor throughout Jedi Challenges and sometimes your opponent. And as you go along, you'll learn different strategies for being successful, and it's really quite a lot of fun and kind of perfect for when you need a rest from some of the more active types of challenges in this set, and there are definitely quite a few of those. Now, the second type of game that you can play is the large-scale ground wars, and as with the other types of gameplay in this set, there are several different battles that you can undertake on your way up the ladder through the different difficulty levels. And basically how this works is that you have to very quickly and strategically place the various weapons and personnel that you're given on the battlefield so that you can achieve the goal of the specific mission that you're on. And as you work your way through the different missions, the challenges become more and more difficult, extremely difficult in some cases, but you'll also unlock new abilities and resources as you go along that will ultimately help you to reach your different goals. And believe me, the action in these large-scale ground wars is continuous and chaotic. In fact, it's honestly a little bit much for me. There are just too many places to look at any given time, and it's very, very challenging and quite a bit faster paced than Dejarik, that's for sure. And although it's not my own personal favorite aspect of the Jedi Challenges bundle, I do believe that there will be those that will absolutely love it, especially if you really enjoy complex or fast-paced games. So pretty cool overall, just not a big favorite for me personally. However, what is a big favorite with me is the third and final aspect of Jedi Challenges gameplay, and that is the lightsaber dueling. And that includes, but is not limited to, one-on-one battles with Darth Maul, the Seventh Sister, the Grand Inquisitor, Darth Vader, Kylo Ren, and ultimately your instructor, the Archivist. And as I mentioned before, it also includes a variety of different trials deflecting blaster fire from all sorts of different military droids, clone troopers, stormtroopers, pretty much every type of infantry that there is in Star Wars. And all of those battles are really a lot of fun, but honestly, nothing beats going head-to-head with a true master of the Force like Darth Vader. These battles require quick reflexes and a whole lot of moving around. I've worked up a pretty good sweat in some of my battles so far, and I just love it. Basically, how it works is that when you ignite your lightsaber, your opponent will appear before you, and once he or she begins their attack, you'll see these yellow guidelines in front of you that you have to align your lightsaber blade with in order to block a coming strike. and those strikes can come pretty fast and furious at times, making it really difficult to block them all. And you know, if you're not quick enough, you will be struck and you will lose some of your life force or your power. I'm not sure what the real terminology for it is, but you know what I mean. And anyway, when your opponent briefly backs off, that's when you really get your chance to strike back at them. And you'll definitely need to get your licks in quick if you want to take any of these people down. Each opponent is quite different, and as you progress through them, more and more complexity enters into the game. They all use different tactics too, so for example, some opponents may throw their lightsaber at you, or they may use droids to bolster their attack. And sometimes when these alternate attacks take place, you'll see a big yellow arrow in front of you directing you to dodge either left or right, or to duck down. And when you see one of those big arrows, you better move fast, because you don't get all that much time to get out of the way. And the game does seem to know whether or not you've dodged fast enough and far enough to avoid the strike. And if you're not quick enough, you may face a very embarrassing defeat. And believe me, some of these opponents will mock you mercilessly if they win. They're pretty nasty, vicious people. And things can get very serious in these duels, but also a whole lot of fun. And this kind of battle is really, hands down, my favorite aspect of Lenovo Jedi Challenges. Now, I should also mention that I did have to crop the images a good bit here to make them fit on the screen. So when you're actually immersed in gameplay, you will see more of your opponents than what you're seeing here. And I'll also let you know that since its initial release, Lenovo has come out with a major upgrade to the Jedi Challenges app that increases the variety of challenges that you can undertake. And the update includes various themes and characters from The Last Jedi, like the cute but controversial Porgs, and there's even a 1-against-2 duel with Snoke's very nasty Praetorian guards. So it's really a cool upgrade, and it does lead me to believe that pretty much anything could be possible with respect to future app upgrades. And I personally would just love to be able to duel with the Supreme Commander of the Droid Armies, General Grievous. With his 4 lightsabers going all at once, that would be freaking awesome and a truly epic battle. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And you know, even if there are no future updates to this set, I can still honestly say that Lenovo Jedi Challenges is one of the absolute coolest products that I've ever tested and reviewed, which of course was done on behalf of Best Buy, so a huge thanks to them for sending this over. That is definitely the place to pick this set up. And you know, I've been having an absolute blast with it. I strongly suspect that most other serious Star Wars fans will really love it as well, and I recommend it pretty much as highly as I possibly can. So that's all I'm going to have to say about this set for now. I do hope that you enjoyed this video, or at least found it useful. If you have, please give it a like or a share, and subscribe as well if you'd like to see more of this sort of thing, as in the testing and review of various tech toys and other cool gadgets. Now, to take us out of the video here, I'm just going to let the rest of my battle with Kylo Ren play out, just in case you'd like to see how it went. Ren is as far as I've made it to this point in the challenges, but give me a break. I've only been at this for a couple of weeks now. Anyway, until the next time, I'd just like to thank you all for watching. Hope to see you back here again for the next video. Have an excellent day, and I'll see you soon.
Jedi exterminated! more skilled